We all plan to retire happy, right?
Right.
But that's definitely easier said than done because there are so many minefields to navigate to make sure that your retirement is not derailed. But that is why we created this short educational video to give you important steps that you're going to need to take in order to retire happy. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And the reason we make these educational videos is to help make the difficult and stressful process of retirement planning simple.
Yes, and we do this by providing our clients with a fully written retirement plan that will help them know when, where, and how to pull money out of their retirement savings.
For the best retirement income planning advice, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
I'm sure, like millions of retirees, you are hoping that you have done enough to retire when and how you want. But unfortunately, hope is not a reliable retirement plan that's going to help your retirement last for the next 20 or 30 years. Of course, that is why we created this short educational video to give you 7 important steps that we think that you're going to need to retire happy. But before we get into that discussion, Andrea, as always, what are our 2 rules of retirement income planning?
Rule number 1 is to never run out of money, and rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
So let's talk about these 7 key steps to retire happy. So of course, our ideal goal anytime we're putting a plan together for our clients is to make sure that they can retire happy. And we've actually, looked at 7 key steps that we actually sign on to that will help you to do that. And we're going to talk about that today on this lesson. The first thing that I'm going to note for you is to make sure that you have a plan. Now, we know that 88% of consumers have never had a fully written retirement plan. And if you were to ask me to put my money on if we had a portfolio of, even if it's a larger portfolio versus a smaller portfolio, of who would actually succeed in retirement, I would put my money on the portfolio or on the individual who actually had a plan for their retirement. The next thing, or the next key to retiring happy, is to make sure that you understand how to maximize your Social Security benefits. Now, we understand that for most retirees, Social Security is going to make up anywhere between 40 and 50% of their income. It's quite literally their largest asset that they may own in retirement. But we also understand that 90% or more people fail to maximize this benefit, leaving tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table because they're not taking this seriously enough. And we don't want that to be you, and we certainly don't allow this to be our clients. The third thing that you're going to need to retire happy is to maybe consider a hybrid retirement. So what does that mean? Hybrid retirement means that you may want to continue to work during your retirement. You may want to do something that's, part-time. Obviously, you'll rather look like this in retirement, doing something that you enjoy, because what is going to happen by working? One, it's going to allow you to have more earnings. Therefore, you can increase your savings. You can also increase your Social Security benefits over this period of time. And another thing is that it would allow you to not dip into your retirement savings too soon, therefore allowing it to grow a little longer and be able to be utilized on the back end of your retirement better. The next thing we want to look at is you got to make sure that you protect yourself from inflation. Now, inflation is a serious issue in retirement. We know that over the last 19 years that Social Security alone has lost a third of its buying power. So imagine losing 33% of your income in retirement for things like housing, clothing, feeding yourself, losing 33% of your income just on inflation alone. Now, there are ways to protect yourself from inflation. Of course, stocks and mutual funds are more of an aggressive way to protect yourself. But you can also do it more conservatively by looking at, bonds or maybe even annuities to provide you more income and making sure that that income is increasing over time. Number 5 is that you want to make sure that you can secure more guaranteed lifetime income. You want to have more mailbox money. Many studies have shown that retirees with more guaranteed lifetime income actually are happier in retirement and even tend to live longer in retirement because they don't have the stress of worrying about where their next check is going to come from. And number 6, you must have a plan for long-term care. Anytime that I'm doing any type of class, if I ask the question of what is the biggest thing that can actually wipe out all of your life savings, almost 99% of the time, people will say the stock market. But in actuality, not having long-term care to protect your assets is one of the largest reasons why people actually end up wiping out their retirement savings. 7 out of 10 people will need some sort of long-term care in retirement. And typically, if staying in a long-term care facility can cost you in the upper amounts of $80,000 per year. So how fast could that wipe out any of your retirement savings if you had to stay in a facility at an extended period of time? So long-term care is a key component to your retirement plans. And last but not least is using the equity in your home wisely. This is probably one of the largest assets that most of us will have in retirement. And there's basically 3 things that you can do for that equity in your home. If you decide to sell that home, obviously you can take profits if you're a single person of $250,000 without actually having to pay taxes on those gains. If you're a married couple, you can take profits from your home of $500,000 without having any capital gains tax. So imagine what you can do with the profits in the sale of that home to put it into a well thought out retirement income plan. But you can also take the equity out of that home or consider doing a reverse mortgage. If you consider those options, I would absolutely have you to get educated on what's best for you. So again, you have passed another lesson with the Retirement Education Center. I hope this information was informative. Please remember to leave any comments or questions in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
We hope that this educational video provided you with some ideas on how to retire happy with confidence. Leave a comment in the section below and let us know what steps you are taking to make your retirement a happy one. After this video, check out the other videos we created that will help you to maximize your retirement income. To learn more about our services and how we can help you increase your chances of not outliving your retirement savings, click on the link in the description below. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.